welcome to episode 14 of Geeky Girls Knit. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris - a bit weird.
And we're glad to have you here today. Today is Wednesday, November the 28th. I just messed up my magic loop. Oops. And like I said, this is episode 14 of Geeky Girls Knit. We'd like to welcome any new viewers we have, and as always, thank our continuing viewers, those of you that keep coming back week after week, because you make this show what it is. Awesome. Great. Cool.
Awesome sauce.
Alrighty, so with that, let's get started.
Now we're going to talk about what's on our needles. I still have the second fingerless glove from my fingerless glove thing because I ripped it out about 4 times. Yeah.
Just a little frustrating. But you're making progress this time.
Yes. Ta-da.
That is the Susie Rogers Reading Mitts on US 5s, 3.75 millimeters. What kind of yarn?
Swagger. Swag. This is Swagger yarn. It has swag.
It's Pagewood Farm United Nations Staggerlight. I'm staggering. Swagger Light in
Army Girl.
Army Girl.
Ta-da. It's awesome. You want it. You know you do.
So,
I have a mustache.
did you eat sugar today?
No.
Oh dear. So maybe you'll have this finished by next week, now that you're on track with it?
And I can actually wear them places.
Yes. Because we have had some cold days recently. Are you done yawning? Okay, well, I've got 2 projects on my needles right now. The first one is, well, this is in pieces because I've got to finish it. This is a pattern called Flippy the Bat. Flippy.
That's an awesome pattern name.
Flippy the Bat ×2, because I'm making 2 of them. The author is Daphne Puerto. Quit yawning.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna make me start yawning. This is on US 7's 4.5 millimeter needles, and I'm using Cascade 220 in Lilac Mist and Cherry Blossom. So the first one, I've got most of the pieces. Wait, hold on.
It's tangled.
It's tangled in my bag. Okay, so this is most of the body of the bat. I've got to stuff it. I didn't have polyfill last night at knit night when I was working on this. So I'm going to stuff it, and then I'll put it back on the needles and do like 3 more rows to close it up. And then you pick up stitches to make the ears. And then these are the little wings. Let's see, hold on, how do they go? I think they go like this.
Those are some floppy wings.
They are floppy wings. I think it goes like this, maybe. Oh.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Well, you kind of see it. Well, I'll have it done for next week. And then I have another one on the needles that is a purple body with pink wings. And these are a gift. She doesn't watch the podcast, so I probably can say. For my niece, Damaris' cousin, Lola, who is 4 years old and is obsessed with bats. We're going to have to title this episode in which Damaris yawns a lot.
And that's it.
And that's it. So for Christmas, we're going to give Lola the book Stella Luna, which is about a bat. So I'm knitting her 2 Flippy the Bats, and then I also have in my queue...
I'm sorry.
Wake up!
I am awake. Do I look awake?
No.
I am awake.
Okay. I also have in my queue that I haven't started yet a bat hat for Lola for Christmas to kind of match the theme of bats, because she loves bats.
Bats, cats, rats, mats, hats, chats.
No, bats.
Flats.
Bats.
Gnats.
No, bats.
knights in shining armor.
Okay, and the other thing that's on my needles right now is also a gift. This is called the Scrap Happy Celebration Hat. I saw that. I'm going to start poking you with knitting needles.
Stop.
And this pattern's by Cosette Cornelius Bates. I couldn't read my own writing.
Let's start our airplane count for the day. 1.
Wah ha ha. I'm being the Count from Sesame Street. Okay, so this is the hat. I've started it. I love the detail where you do the purl row because it makes that cute little line. So I'm doing this in 6 colors. Oh, it's on US 7s, 4.5 millimeters, and the colors. This is all leftover yarn from other projects. I love this yarn in jelly bean, buttercup, peacock, pink, orange, and dark raspberry. So I'm on the 3rd color of 6. And this is a hat for my nephew Wyatt, who also does not watch the podcast.
Because he's 1.
Not quite. He's not 1 for...
He's almost 1.
He'll be 1 10 days before Christmas. But Wyatt is getting... Well, I'll wait till finished objects to tell you about what Wyatt's getting. But this is his hat that he's getting as part of his Christmas present.
I'm trying not to yawn.
We're going to rename you Damaris is a yawner.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha. So those 2 things are on my needles right now. And once I finish these 2 and then Lola's bat hat, I am done with birthday and Christmas knitting.
Okay.
Woo!
I yawn. Ah.
That's what's on our needles. Maybe Damaris will wake up for the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about what our finished objects are.
Yes.
I have none.
But you will next week.
Yes, I will have 1.
I challenge you.
To a duel?
No, not to a duel.
Awesome. I love duels.
We're going to duel with knitting needles?
I did that with a friend once. I had 2 straight needles, and I said, hey, let's duel. And we just yeah.
Well, I challenge you to finish that glove for next week.
Okay.
You all have heard it here. Damaris has been challenged.
Where's your gauntlet to throw in my general direction?
I'll think of something.
You can throw one of your finished objects in my general direction.
My 3 zillion ones?
Yes, go on, do it.
I don't have... We should have done that when I had that knitted ball, the braided ball. That would have been a good one. Okay, I actually do have a ton.
That one was heavy. It would have hurt. It would have hurt.
No, I threw it at you.
Yes, but if it hit me in the head, that would hurt.
It will knock some sense into you.
Ow. I have lots of sense. I have...
Like 25?
Yeah, that much.
Sorry, we're a little distracted today. Okay, so I really do have quite a few finished objects to show you. Okay, so I'm showing you this finished object again because I made something to go with it. So I showed you last week the Camden cap.
Ooh, pretty.
And it has those row of lines on it.
Dude.
Well, to go with it, I knit the hand thingies is the pattern.
That's really what it's called, hand thingies.
Hand thingies by Anne or something. I can't read my writing. I'll put it in the show notes. So I finished them. And they have similar lines as the Camden cap. And these are a gift for someone who might watch the podcast, so I won't say who they're for. These were done on US 8s, 5 millimeters in Universal Yarn Classic Worsted Impressions, 4912 red, yellow, pink.
Yawn.
You need better names, companies. We actually did discuss that at knit night last night. So, hand thingies, fingerless gloves. I had to rip them out. I was halfway through them and had to rip them out, but they're done.
I can name this right here. I can name it like...
What are you going to name it?
Hold on. I have one word. I need one more. Something sunset. Something... Exotic sunset?
Exotic sunset? That would be nice.
Yeah. Give me a job naming your yarn. Well, only if I get paid.
They might pay you in yarn.
No, I want pay in money.
So, there's first finished object. Second finished object. This is the Turn a Square hat by Jared Flood. I about went blind knitting it because it is knit, let's see, it's knit on US 5, 3.75 millimeters, and US 7, 4.5 millimeters. And I love this yarn in orange and Premier Yarn, Serenity, Chunky, and Fudge. So there's the top, there's the square. Oops.
It's orange, like really orange.
There's the, and this, I know he doesn't watch. This is a hat for my nephew, James. And my sister, who is his stepmom, told me that his favorite color is orange. And so I about went blind knitting it. Because it's so bright. So the brown kind of helps mute it down a little bit, the fudge.
Get me.
Oh, I could like hypnotize you. So, this is the second Turn a Square hat I've made. This is a really quick and easy pattern, and I actually knit it in the car on our trip last week.
To Narnia.
No, not to Narnia. And here, this is my favorite finished object for the week. This is the Cute Caterpillar by Dawn Feeney. And Feeney. This is done on US 5, 3.75 millimeters, and it is in the same colors as the Scrap Happy hat.
She actually did this first.
I did this first. So here is Caterpillar's face. Oops. And antennae.
His mouth is too close to his eyes, and his eyes are too far up on his face.
I don't think so. Anyway, there's his antennae, and he's got 6 segments. And he's got feet.
Those aren't feet, those are lines.
They're feet.
They're lines.
So, the Cute Caterpillar goes to Wyatt with the Scrap Happy hat, and he's getting the Hungry Caterpillar book for Christmas. It's a whole theme thing.
I forgot how the Hungry Caterpillar goes.
But since Wyatt is like not one yet even, and he can't like really say anything about, or he doesn't totally understand that he's getting this for Christmas, I was showing it to my mom on video chat the other day, and we were making the caterpillar talk to Wyatt, and he was doing big belly laughs. I was like, "Hello, Wyatt, I'm the caterpillar." So it's stuffed with polyfill.
It's also a neck pillow.
It is. It makes a really good neck pillow.
For you caterpillar enthusiasts.
It's a free Ravelry pattern. I think next time though, if I were to make another one, I would knit it in the round, because you don't knit this in the round. You knit it flat, but you knit it connected, so each piece is already connected, and then when you get done, you sew it up and stuff it as you sew it up. I think I would do it in the round and just stuff it before I did the decreases of each section.
Burr, burr, burr.
So there's my information for future knowledge. That's all my finished projects. That was a lot.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Oh, and I didn't say, I said that James is getting the Turn a Square hat. He's not getting a toy since he is older than you.
Older than me.
He's getting
but not like really older.
Like about a year and a half.
Yes.
He's getting a book too, but I can't remember the name of it right now.
Something.
It's in my Amazon wish list, gift list thingy. So, he's getting just a hat. It is what it is. Yay, we finished objects.
I didn't.
I
Yay!
did! Yay!
Yay!
Alright, on to the next segment. Alright, it is now time for that part of the show that's my very favoriteest. Yummies! Yummy. Don't yawn.
Yawn.
Just for that, you don't get to talk about your yummies. No. Yummies are our current favorite things that we love a lot right now, or things that have made us happy this week. So, my first thing is... Okay, remember last week that I told y'all that about the ornament exchange that I've been a part of for like 14 years now? and how they had messed up and not sent the ornament. Well, I did finally get the ornament. So here is this beautiful.
It's very sparkly.
It has a lot of glitter on it. Pink ballerina bear. It's got lots of sparkle on the back of it, too. It's very fragile. But what really made me smile about it is it has this little tag on it from the company it's from, Old World Christmas. And it talks about teddy bears being one of the most dearly loved animals. And it talks about Winnie the Pooh. And Winnie the Pooh is my very favoriteest bear ever. I have boxes of Winnie the Poohs in our storage unit.
She does. She stole my Heffalump toy. She stole my Heffalump stuffed toy and put it in her Winnie the Pooh tubs.
You had outgrown it.
I still liked it.
Well, it's in there.
You
Look,
stole it.
I glittered myself.
You've outgrown Winnie the Pooh.
I have not outgrown Winnie the Pooh.
Then why'd you steal my Heffalump? Yeah,
I don't know.
I want my Heffalump back.
Okay. Here is my next thing. I really, really, really love this company. It's called Happy Hands, and it's based out of Sandia Park, New Mexico. And she makes hand creams as well as some other stuff that is especially made for crafters and fiber artists because it she makes it with goat's milk, which is a excellent natural moisturizer, and honey, which is a natural anti-inflammatory, as well as a bunch of other stuff. But also it doesn't, it absorbs fairly quickly, so it doesn't rub off on your craft projects. Well, I have had her, wait, I have a bottle of it right here.
Somewhere.
I have been using her Hippie Chick.
See? She's been using it.
See, it's almost empty. I have another bottle over on the other table.
Smells really good.
It smells amazing.
It smells like pumpkin.
Well, it's because I'm touching with pumpkin. Well, I've been using her Hippie Chick for a long time, and then our local yarn store carries it as well. And she sent out a notice last week that she had just gotten spicy pumpkin into the shop, and so she saved one for me because I was like, they know how obsessed I am with pumpkins in the yarn shop. So
And pink.
But this doesn't have pink. It just has pumpkin. But it smells amazing.
If she had a lotion that smelled like pink, she would buy it.
You just spit on the computer.
Sorry.
So, spicy pumpkin lotion. And it smells amazing. I love, 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 love it. And so I will link to her Etsy shop in the show notes in case your local yarn store doesn't carry it. She does sell on Etsy. And she's a really sweet lady. I've been in communication with her about getting something that I needed right quick for a swap. And she was so sweet communicating with me. And I love that it's in Sandia Park, New Mexico, because I grew up part of my years in Albuquerque, and Sandia Park is right outside in the Sandia Mountains, and we love to go to the Sandia Mountains. And, well, when I was able to, we used to hike in the mountains and everything, and it was wonderful. So that's really cool. My other yummy for this week is I got a gift from my secret sister from the yarn shop. Yawns is our local yarn shop, and it was there last night when we went for knit night. And so I got this really beautiful handmade card. I don't know if my secret sister made it or if she purchased it handmade. It just says handmade on the back, but it's so pretty. And then I got this beautiful, we were supposed to pick something that that went along with like the holiday season that our secret sister celebrated, and I put autumn, but I also put Christmas, but they went with autumn, which is perfect for me because I love autumn and pumpkins. So I got this beautiful wall hanging that says, enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise, give thanks to him and praise his name, Psalm 104. And then these pumpkins are like three-dimensional. I don't know if you can tell.
They're like puffy stickers.
They're puffy, but they're made out of like canvas. And so I don't know if my secret sister made this or she bought it, but I love it regardless. Because I love pumpkins. And I love autumn. And so it was a perfect gift. So that was really neat to go to the yarn shop last night and have that waiting for me. That's what's yummy for me this week. What's yummy for you?
Okay, this is serious here. Okay.
Should we have like...
I'm being serious here with my serious face.
Should we have like menacing music? Bum, bum, bum!
No, I'm just being serious with my serious face. Okay.
Not Sirius Black, though.
No, not serious black. Okay. She started watching Doctor Who. I'm serious. You saw me tweet about it if you follow me in caps lock.
I also retweeted it from the Geeky Girls Net Twitter.
Yes. I tweeted about it in caps lock. And then, on Facebook, we were commenting on my status while she was watching Rose. The entire episode we were commenting back and forth. And we were, like, 6 feet away from each other.
Did you know that I looked back at that, I think it was yesterday, the day before, and we commented like 90 times on that status update?
In caps lock.
No, not all in caps lock.
The caps lock is fun.
But
Yes.
we had some funny one-liners.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Like, everyone's boyfriend gets turned into plastic.
so now, what's his name?
Who?
The guy.
Mickey?
Yeah, Mickey is Plastic Boy. That's what I call
No,
him.
his name is Mickey.
No, I call him Plastic Boy.
Or Ricky if you're the doctor. But
So, like, I have not been a fan of Doctor Who. I haven't watched it with them up until... I mean, like, I had seen bits and pieces of episodes, like, when they were watching and I happened to be in the room, because Russ watches it with Damaris. But then this new series, what is it, 7?
Yep.
I've watched all the episodes with them just because I happened to be in the room. But I was getting pressure from lots of different directions.
Pressure.
From other directions beyond you and your daddy as well, but
What?
other pressure to watch the series.
Cabin pressure?
No, not cabin pressure. Pressure. Peer pressure.
From whom?
They shall remain nameless. To watch Doctor Who, so I finally gave in. I've watched all of Series 1.
Mm-hmm. And she just finished School Reunion in Series 2.
Yes.
So how did you like Christopher Eccleston?
I like the new one better.
David Tennant?
Yeah, who's the one now?
Matt Smith.
Yeah, I think I like David Tennant and Matt Smith better than... What's the first one?
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah, him.
Or Eccleston?
I don't know.
Eccleston? How do you say his name?
I don't know. I think I
enigma.
like... But, you know, now... But when I get to the third one, I might like him better.
The third one?
The one that's now.
Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Matt Smith is my favorite, but no one likes Matt Smith, apparently.
I like him.
He's my favorite.
So, she has converted me. I am now watching Doctor Who and learning things and trying to keep Russ from spoiling me. He keeps trying to spoil everything.
Yeah, he spoiled it for me because when we were watching Series 6, he spoiled A Good Man Goes to War and Let's Kill Hitler for me because he had looked it up on Wikipedia before we watched it.
No spoilers.
And I said, please do not spoil it for me repeatedly. But no.
Yeah. Okay, what else?
Okay. I'm excited for December 25th for 2 reasons. 1, because it's Christmas, and get dressed you merry gentlemen.
Cabin pressure.
Get dressed you merry gentlemen, and nothing you dismay, for it is Christmas, Christmas.
Christmas, Christmas Day.
Christmas, 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 Christmas,
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. 1, because it's Christmas, and 2, because the Snowman comes out on December 25th, and if you don't know, that is this year's Christmas special for Doctor Who, and I'm excited. Yes.
Those snowmen are scary looking. I'm scared. I watched the trailer.
You should see Regenerating Weeping Angel. They're even scarier.
I'm not there yet. So, Damaris had put the trailer clip thing on Facebook, and so I got the link, and it'll be in the show notes, so if you want to watch the trailer for the snowmen, you can.
Do you know Louise Coleman is adorable?
She's really cute. I love her. I like her.
She's adorable.
So, we're excited for that.
She's adorable.
What else?
I am excited for December 14th for one reason.
What is that one reason?
A hobbit.
A hobbit?
The Hobbit.
A hobbit named Martin?
Martin is pretty hobbit-sized. Seriously. He's way shorter than Benedict.
So, the Hobbit, they're in Back Again?
An Unexpected Journey.
An Unexpected Journey. They're in Back Again is the second one, right?
Third one.
Third one. I've been looking on IMDb, and they're getting all confused. Anyway, so for part of Damaris' Christmas present, we bought tickets to Airplane Number 2. We bought tickets to Airplane Number 2. We bought tickets to The Hobbit for opening day, December 14th.
But not midnight premiere, because...
No, we're not going to do that. So we will go see it and have some great family time together and watch The Hobbit. Which is a huge deal, because we don't go to the movie theater very often.
The last time we went to the movie theater... Well, when all three of us went to the movie theater together was 2010 to go see The Voyage of the Dawn Treader.
No, that's not true.
What?
We went and saw The Muppets last Christmas. Did. So it's been a year since we've been to the movie theater. Damaris has gone, she went with a friend to go see something. Mm-hmm. What'd you see?
The Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah, that's right, The Hunger Games. For a birthday party. But for when the three of us just don't go to the movies very often, we prefer to DVD or stream it here at home. It's cheaper. We can rewind. We can pause. You can't do that in the movie theater. But about once a year or so, something big will happen, and we will go to the theater for something. So, The Hobbit. So the 14th, we're excited for it.
Yay! Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! All right, is that all the yummies?
Yes.
All right, yummies.
Now we're going to talk about what books we're reading and what TV we're watching.
Yes. What book are you reading?
I still have Through the Looking Glass.
What's going to be next? I know what my vote is for next, but I don't think she agrees with me.
A classic? I don't know.
We got to get it, though, because you need it for school.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to we need to do that. We need to put a reserve on it, whatever you're going to read. We have other stuff you can read in case it doesn't come in. Right?
Yes.
Yes. She has 2 more books before Christmas. She'll get it done. Okay, I just got this one in the mail from Paperback Swap. This is a series. I'm trying to remember what the first one was called. Hold on, let me see if it says. Oh, it was called... Wait. It was called the Sweet Gum Knit Lit Society, and it's about a knitting group. They also read books and talk about them. So this is the next book in the series, The Sweet Gum Ladies Knit for Love by Beth Patillo.
Or is it Patillo?
It might be Patillo. Patillo, Patillo.
Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato.
She learned to knit in the 2nd grade. She's also written other books. I think I've read this one, Jane Austen Ruined My Life. I think I've read that one. So, anyway, this was on my... oh, there's a note in it. Oh, it's just the packing slip. This was on my Paperback Swap list, and so it came in. So, I'll read that this week. All right, TV. I have a lot of notes this week, which is really crazy because we only have 4 things to talk about. Because it was a slow TV week because of the holiday, but the episodes that aired were like big deal episodes. So, we're going to start with NCIS from a week ago, which is November the 20th. Because remember, last week we recorded the episode on Tuesday, and so NCIS had not been on yet. So it was, I can't read my writing from this far away. I'm going to pull it off of here. Maybe
if you can.
Without ripping the paper. Okay. It was a part 2 episode. It was the Thanksgiving episode, and it was about post-traumatic stress. And so it was really evident in the episode that there still is a stigma attached to it for many people that don't understand what it is, don't see it as a real illness. So I think shows like NCIS doing shows like this, episodes like this about it, helps make it more understandable and mainstream. Because it's been around for a long time, it just didn't have a name for a long time. So I'm totally in love with what they're doing with Tony and Ziva right now. Both last week and the episode from last night, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. So I love the quote. Tony said to Ziva, "I thought we were telling each other things about things that matter. Things about things about things." So Ziva actually did tell Tony about it being the anniversary of her sister's death and her wanting to go to the opera in her memory. That's what she does every year. And couldn't get tickets. And so Tony was so sweet. He arranged for Ziva to be able to listen to that opera that she wanted to see, even though she couldn't go. That was so sweet. Tony is being really sweet ever since the elevator scene. Very, very sweet. The funniest line of the episode? "Lay off the double negatives. They confuse her."
I thought the funniest line in the episode. I forgot how to go. "May I be the first to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble."
Gobble gobble. Oh, that was pretty funny too.
Gobble gobble.
But because I love that she always says things wrong, and so double negatives confuse her too. So anyway, that was a really good episode, and it was really sweet for them to all get together for Thanksgiving and all that. So, liked that. All right. Once Upon a Time. I have a lot of notes on this. Okay, so the episode starts out with Cora and Hook. She leaves him and plans to get to Storybrooke on her own. And part of her plan is bringing those dead people in the village back to life. That was creepy. Gross, yucky, ugh. Did not like that. Zombies.
Everywhere.
In fact, in the image, the title image,
it was
zombies. Okay, so we learned more about the sleeping curse that Aurora, Snow, and Henry have all been through with that kind of netherworld because of having gone through a sleeping curse. So they make a plan for Aurora to talk to Henry to get gold to help them figure out how to get back to Storybrooke.
Yeah.
But, and Henry says he wants to do it even though, because he got burned really bad in the netherworld on his arm and everything. And so Regina and Charming weren't going to let him go back. And he said, "I'm done reading about heroes. I'm ready to be one." That was an awesome line. Loved that. But then we have problems. Aurora got kidnapped. Cora took her.
Where'd Mulan go?
She's still there. See, I wrote about her right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then what happened? So instead of Henry and Aurora meeting in the netherworld, Charming and Snow are going to meet. Which means Charming has to go under a sleep curse. Okay, then Hook rescued Aurora. And then Regina has gotten all nice. And I'm not sure if it's a trap or an act, or if she really is changing for the good. Maybe Henry is changing her. Maybe the things that he's been through are changing her.
It's a trap.
But I'm not convinced. It must be a trap.
I don't know.
Okay, so then we're ready for Charming to go under the sleep curse. So he has to prick his finger on the spinning wheel, which totally takes us back to Sleeping Beauty, the Disney. And Snow breathed in Mulan's sleeping potion so that she could go under, so they can meet. And they finally find each other. Charming has to figure out how to get into the Netherworld room because he's just in the sleep curse area first. And he tells Snow about this ink they need to get that Gold has in his cell in Fairy Tale Land or whatever it's called. And so they had planned all along for Snow to kiss Charming in the Netherworld to wake him from the sleeping curse. However, when they tried to do that, it didn't happen because they weren't there. It was like their souls were there. It wasn't their physical bodies there, and so they couldn't even touch each other. So Charming is now stuck in the sleep curse unless something changes, until Snow gets back to Storybrooke and can give him True Love's kiss. That's a problem. So then, while this was all going on, Mulan stole the compass to try to go rescue Aurora. I can't decide if I like Mulan or not, because she kind of goes back and forth for me. Korra trapped Hook, and then Korra kind of takes over Aurora's body and is speaking for her to Snow and Emma, which is scary. And Korra and Hook decide to work together again, and Korra now knows about the plan because she was in Aurora's body and heard the plan from Emma and Snow. So we're in trouble. And so this next episode on Sunday, December the 2nd, there's a calendar over here on the wall. That's what I'm looking at. Is going to be the winter finale, and then it won't be back until the new year.
But the world's going to end before the new year.
Yep. All right, Revolution. Oh my gosh, I could have written pages and pages and pages about Revolution. So we found out that this was the final episode until 2013.
Well,
and it was a huge episode. Lots happened. We got more of the Miles Monroe backstory and about them growing up as kids and everything. Nora and Aaron and Charlie get captured, and Charlie and Rachel are in a cell together, so Charlie now knows her mom's alive. But it seems like to me that Charlie is more the adult than Rachel. Rachel is not acting very much like an adult. Charlie seems to be the one in charge. Miles threatened Tom's Julia to get everyone back, but Charlie and Danny and Rachel were all at the power plant, so they have to go rescue them. Monroe conned Rachel into finishing the amplifier, which is a huge problem at the end of the episode. Charlie stands up to Monroe, and then we get this flashback of Monroe that he was going to commit suicide.
Because all his family died in a drunk driving
he's got
accident.
some issues. He considers Miles his family now. His brother.
He was really cute when he was growing up, until he became a psychotic murderer.
Yeah. So then the amplifier, Rachel finishes the amplifier, and then we find out that Miles did not know that Rachel was still alive. So that was interesting to me, because I thought for sure all along that he knew that Rachel was alive, that Monroe had her, but apparently that was not the case. So then they're all fighting to escape and everything. And then we get the Miles Monroe face-off.
Face-off.
Which was like the major part of the episode. We see how the M logo that they have on their wrists came about. The M with the circle. It's supposed to stand for both Miles and Monroe, but Monroe takes it over and uses it for the militia. And they have this whole discussion about real family, and then Monroe said that he was not going to shoot Miles, and Miles said that he regretted not killing Monroe, that he should have killed him from the get-go, that he's sorry he didn't kill him in the first place, and that they're not family anymore, and that he is nothing to him. Bum, bum, bum. And then Aaron sets off a bomb so that they can all escape.
Yay!
Miles escapes. Monroe looks like he is going psychotic again. They're all running. All of a sudden we hear this noise. Everybody stops.
It's a helicopter.
It's a helicopter with the amplifier on board. And it starts to fire at them, and then it goes black. And that's how we ended.
Ta-da.
So it was like this massive thing. It looks like from some of the previews that they're going to try to build their own amplifier because they have a pendant. I guess Rachel snuck one out. I don't know. I'm not sure how they have a pendant. But I'm really interested to see when it comes back in the new year.
Everything.
Where they're going to go with it. What's going to happen. How's it going to impact them that they now have power. Limited power, but power nonetheless. So.
My question is, how do they turn all the lights back on?
Yeah.
Because they said there are 12 pendants,
Mm-hmm.
and the amplifiers go a 10-mile range. That's not the whole world.
But remember, was it last week's episode, week before, where
there was a power plant.
There was a power plant. Grace and Randall were in that power plant place. So it looks like it's an amplifier big enough to power, I don't know the entire world, but a lot.
A state?
Maybe. Maybe there are places like that in numerous locations that would cover.
I'm still wondering where all the other continents are in this.
Yeah, they haven't touched any of that. They've only touched on North America, so.
Well, just the U.S.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Okay, and then the last TV episode is NCIS from last night, and it was a human trafficking episode, and I thought it was very well done. I think that it really brought attention to the issues of human trafficking while still staying true to the NCIS storyline. So the funny parts of the episode, Ziva's friend Shamazel, Haas and Pepper Incorporated, we're gonna do it our way. Damaris didn't know what that was from. Laverne and Shirley. That was totally funny. Tony was so jealous of Shamiel.
Until he found out
who Shamiel was. But I think that this post-elevator thing, like I said a while ago, things are changing since the elevator scene. I hope they get them together. I loved the scenes with Ziva and Abby in it together. They are so adorable as friends. I liked some of the things Ziva was talking about, especially with the young teenage girl, Lydia, about how she has dealt with loss. I found that really moving. Your favorite part of the episode?
With Alex Kingston.
Oh,
yeah.
River Song.
Melody Pond. Also, Dr. Green's wife from ER. Didn't everyone die?
No, everyone didn't die, but Dr. Green did die of cancer. It was very sad.
Mm.
Her name is Miranda Pennybanker.
I thought it was Penny Baker.
Penny Baker.
No, she has lots of aliases.
She does.
I went to go see on their because they had it on the screen a list of aliases. I wanted to see if River Song or Melody Pond was one of them.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Because they love Doctor Who, or do they? I don't know. Do they? Probably.
And then they made a reference to Pond.
Like she said, I have my toe in the pond. It's like pond.
So that was funny.
They did that on purpose. I know
I'm sure they did.
I know you did.
And then there's obviously history between her and Gibbs.
Wonder if she'll be back.
So she might be back. Who knows? Ooh. And then totally loved Tony imitating Ducky and Ducky saying, "I don't say Cheerio," and slapping him.
Like, give him a Gibbs slap.
That was really funny. And then Abby hitting the guy. Abby in the kitchen with the frying pan. hitting the bad guy to save Lydia. And then there was a scene with Bert the hippo.
Bert the hippo was awesome.
He is awesome. He's so adorable. So it was a really good episode in that it was discussing human trafficking, but also had lots of funny moments in it, which I really loved. There was a lot of seriousness in the Thanksgiving episode and the one before that.
They were being serious with their serious faces.
That's right. So TV, man, we talked a long time, and there was only 4 episodes we talked about. Yep.
I'm making all sorts of faces.
All right. Let's move on to the next segment. All right, it's now time for trivia. Okay, so our question from last week was, name the movie and who said this quote when regarding what. The quote was, "It is a strange fate that we should suffer so much fear and doubt over so small a thing, such a little thing." This was from Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and Boromir says it when he's holding the ring after Frodo has lost it. And we had 6 people get the answer correct this week.
Apparently you lot really like Lord of the Rings.
That's right. So congrats to Dartfrog911, Enid, Jordy Bear 614, 4 Peanuts, Knittin' Mom, and Kelly Joe Girl for all getting an entry into the giveaway. We're still in the midst of our 6-week trivia giveaway. If you know the correct answer, there's links in the show notes or on Ravelry group of how to submit your answer for this week's question. You have until next Wednesday at noon to answer. Here's the new question.
Oh, okay, so name this TV show, episode name, and who said this quote. "I am and always will be the optimist, the hoper of far-flung hopes, and the dreamer of improbable dreams."
So we need to know the TV show, the episode title, and who said it. Read it again.
"I am and always will be the optimist, the hoper of far-flung hopes, and the dreamer of improbable dreams."
All right, so if you know the answer, send it to us via email or via private message on Ravelry, and we will get you entered in the drawing.
Woot.
All right, and that's a wrap for episode 14 of Geeky Girls Knit. Just a few administrative notes. We're still having the 100 members in the Ravelry group drawing, so please come join the Ravelry group if you haven't already. Invite your family, invite your friends, because as soon as we have 100 members, we will do a random giveaway. You still have 2 days to take advantage of the coupon code for my new shawl pattern striations. That code is GGK1112, so all caps, Geeky Girls Knit, GGK, and then November 2012, 11/12, and that's good through November the 30th. We'd like to extend our sympathies to the family and friends of a fellow video podcaster, Knit Pearl Girl. She passed away unexpectedly this week, and so we extend our sympathies to her family and friends. Her Ravelry group, which is called Friends of Knit Pearl Girl, is doing a thing to knit and crochet snowflakes for her family for their Christmas tree. She was in the midst of knitting and crocheting some herself because of my understanding is they lost some or all of their Christmas ornaments when they moved recently, and so the people in her Ravelry group are encouraging people to knit or crochet snowflakes to send to her family in memory of her. So there's a link in the show notes if you want to become part of that. I think that's all of our notes. You can find our show notes on our website, geekygirlsknit.blogspot.com. We have links to all the other ways to connect with us. What are they? Twitter,
YouTube,
Facebook, Blip,
iTunes,
Ravelry,
etc.
etc. So that's how to email. So if you want to find out how to contact us, just go to geekygirlsknit.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching. This has been a fun episode, even though Damaris couldn't quit yawning. I love you. Do you love me too?
Yes.
All right. So that's a wrap. We'll see you next week. Have a great week. Happy knitting.